Well, hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I am a regular dude walking in the Word. We are, as we journey through Philippians, this is episode 19 today of Philippians, and it's entitled Work Out Your Own Salvation. Okay, and it's taken from Philippians chapter 2, verses 12 through 13. And so I'm going to read this today. We're going to talk about this, work out your own salvation. This is a phrase, it's not complete, as you will read as we read here, but it's been misconstrued. And so people take it as like, oh, yeah, I can just do whatever I want to make myself work out my salvation. No, that's not what Paul meant at all. And so we're going to talk about that here today. So this is Philippians chapter 2, verses 12 through 13. It says this: "Therefore, my dear friends, as you have always obeyed, not only in my presence, but now much more in my absence, continue to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling." Okay, work out your salvation with fear and trembling. "For it is God who works in you to will and to act in order to fulfill his good purpose." So God is working in us. And why is he working in us? Well, the answer is right here. To fulfill his good purpose. Okay, so God's working all that in us, but he's doing it for his purpose. The key thing here, though, is to work out your salvation with fear and trembling. That means you don't take it lightheartedly or casually. This is salvation is a serious thing, and so Paul's saying here, you need to take your salvation serious, just as salvation is serious. I like the way I use one Bible that is a commentary from Charles Stanley, and I like the way he said it. He said this: "When Paul tells us to work out our salvation with fear and trembling, he means that we are to give careful attention to our actions and behavior, making sure that we represent the one who saved us with honor and humility." Again, not taking it lightly, but being serious about our salvation. Okay. Also, I like what I use a commentary by N.T. Wright, and N.T. Wright, that's a great. He writes these commentaries called the Bible for Everyone, and this one is the Philippians for Everyone. And I am an everyone because I'm a regular dude walking in the Word. But it says, he wrote, Paul is telling the Philippians that they must grow into maturity and take responsibility for themselves. Paul isn't there, whereas he's in prison. He's not in Philippi. He's in prison, writing this letter. And for all either of them know, he may never be there again. He wants them to work out for themselves on their own without him, but not without God, what this business of being saved will mean in practice. He stresses that the work of salvation is God's work from start to finish. Man, it's like the way he said it, the way Charles Stanley says it, is great. I can't say it better than those two guys. So it's clear, don't be goofing around with your salvation, and don't think this is licensed to, I'll just do whatever I want to be saved. No, not at all. He's saying here, work your salvation out with fear and trembling. You got to take it very seriously. Okay, there's not many roads up to Jesus. There's one way to Jesus, and that's through salvation, through Jesus, of course. So that concludes this episode. Hey, thank you for watching. I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we continue our journey through Philippians. Lord's blessing. I'll see you then.